Cool.
True story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good run. How you been?
Living. Living.
Living. How you living? Living like
I'm
what?
living good.
Yeah?
I'm living. Yeah, but it's hard out here. It's crazy.
Check
Just staying out the
check
way.
the time.
Check the time real quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Six String Theory. What's
Podcast.
Good? Podcast.
Yeah.
You almost said it.
Almost.
Said it, but not today.
We're getting there.
Yeah, man. Just
Episode
played some
3.
stuff. Episode 3.
Yeah.
We're three episodes in. We're actually doing this.
Yeah. We're
hey, we're here to stay, I think. I don't know. I guess it's 3 episodes too early to say that.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I think that's a good number.
Word.
I mean,
first of all, you got a bunch of stuff in front of you right now.
Okay.
So a little tone check.
Tone check.
What you got?
Tone check. Okay. So right now I'm working out of 3 pedals. None of them are currently on right now.
Okay.
So I guess technically I'm on my clean tone.
Gotcha.
But it's not really clean. It's little crunchy through the amp.
Okay. And so what kind of amp?
So we have a Fender Champion 100. I'm not gonna say what channel that is.
Leave it alone.
But it sounds great.
Okay.
That doesn't justify
The name
it.
sounds great, or the okay.
The tone sounds
Gotcha.
amazing. The name is terrible.
Okay. Gotcha.
Fender, we're gonna talk about that. So running through that, I have 2 small effects on, just like the slightest bit of delay and the tiniest bit of reverb.
Gotcha.
So it's just a little bit of something, but for the most part, everything's kind of rolled back and try to keep it pretty neutral.
Gotcha.
So that way when you play chords, it's full, but it's not, overbearing.
Gotcha.
Next I have, what is it? It's a Walrus Audio Aris pedal.
Okay.
I think this is probably the last one I got so
Gotcha.
far. But I like it. It's a distortion pedal. So it's got a lot of that in there.
Yeah.
But I like it because it has like a couple phases.
Gotcha.
Like some phases are more open, sort of say.
Okay.
And some are more like squished or a little compressed. So there's like 5 stages. I'm just gonna play one chord so you can kind of hear the same. That's 1. Got 2. And 4. You can kind of hear the difference in like the feedback too. So you can hear on 3.
Definitely like high.
Lot more gain. That's what it sounds like. But there, it's a little more squished. Sounds a little more compressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can go from all the way to the top down to the bottom.
Right.
So
Yeah.
just a couple different options. They're very subtle, but in certain situations it helps. Like sometimes you may want to cut through a mix a little more.
Right.
Sometimes you may not want to be as like harsh or gritty. So you have like a couple of different options, but I mainly use the 3rd or 4th most of the time.
Yeah. Those sound the most like open and like the most like focused distortion, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't want anything that was like too much because it is like a really high gain distortion pedal.
Right.
So I kind of have to like roll back a lot. But some would probably say it's like taking away from it.
So like how much is rolled back right now?
Right now it's at about 50%.
So turn to like 100. Let's see what 100 sounds like. Let's get crazy.
Just the gain in the blend. That's
Okay.
on the first
Yeah.
one. On the last one. So
Definitely, yeah. That's cool.
It's subtle differences, but it I like it.
Yeah, no, that's tough. All right, number 2.
Number 2 is the Julia Walrus Audio again. I like the brand. They just make good pedals.
Mhm.
And I'm a big fan of art, and I think like pedal boards are like important like visually for me.
Okay.
So I think like having some pedals that have like something just distinct about them
Mhm.
kind of engages me more with them. And it kind of like associates like a sound to like a
Right.
pedal to me.
Right.
I don't know if that works for everybody, but for me, that's kind of like how my
No, it makes sense, you know.
brain works.
Because you can look down and be like, all right, this is exactly what I need. Boom. You know.
As opposed to just kind of like thinking so hard. It's just like subconsciously, I know each art piece
Right.
is like its own sound.
Right. Exactly.
So Julia's a chorus / like vibrato. Very lush, clean tone for comparison. So just as that little lush waviness.
Nah, yeah, I hear it.
I don't know how to describe it, but chorus. Not all chorus sounds the same, but it's just it's a sound that I like. I think
Word.
it's essential to me. I like the wavy, like the ups and
waviness.
downs.
Got you.
It's great to me.
So where is it at right now? Like in mix wise?
Mix wise, once again at 50%. Pretty much everything's just about at 50%. The blend itself is at about 65.
Okay. So let me see, like the it's maxed out. Yeah. Don't yeah.
Everything's just about maxed out.
I was just about to sound crazy.
So that's what I wanted to get into. It's like
Word.
it goes into like a bunch of different
Just like a
sounds.
little bit, yeah.
So that's when there's like this weird knob all the way at the second row.
Yeah.
There's only one knob on the second row, and it kind of makes things like wishy-washy.
Okay.
So when you ask for everything turned up, everything was turned up.
All right, yeah, so turn that out a little bit, yeah. That's crazy.
Like the extremes are stupid.
Okay. It's still like a heavy vibrato.
So the other knob is like a vibrato to a chorus. Like that's
Gotcha.
how it like switches. It's just a singular knob. So one side is chorus, one side is vibrato. More you turn, more goes into the other, and
Right.
in the middle is kind of like a blend of the two.
Gotcha.
More clear, and you got very subtle. Then the more you turn it up,
Gotcha.
more and more, and I think the more and more like you ripple, the more it kind of starts to go into that vibrato phase.
Right.
So on the other side, just real quick, wee. But because it's once again so aggressive, kind of keep everything kind of rolled back.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of like the weird thing about them. They're all kind of like artsy in a way. I don't like to really have that like be very overbearing. I just like to have that factor in it and have it be kind of like the undertone of it.
Gotcha.
But I feel like that helps it like flesh out the sound.
Right.
And the last one is reverb. Dry. Reverb.
Nah, that's fucking crazy. that's yeah. That's wild.
This one once again has like that weird knob. It's like an X Factor. I think that's what it's called. More you turn it, the more weird it gets. It has different settings at different positions. It does different things. Even in the little booklet, I didn't read the whole thing, but I looked at some of it. It was like you're never really gonna like figure out what the X does. You just kind of like
it's probably just a randomizer.
Yeah,
or something.
you just get in there.
Yeah, well, that's crazy.
So sometimes you just get in there.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so this is a high mix, high trail. Fun stuff.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. Reverb, chorus, distortion.
Cool. Yeah. That's tough.
True story.
Yeah. I'm using just a Fender Mustang, and that is it. And the onboard effects, the glorious onboard effects that it possesses.
Yep. You know, I'm usually an amp guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, like most of the time, like I have them on, but then, I mean, like I don't even have them on, like I just have them for just in case
Comfort.
I want. Yeah. But most part, it's like amp tone.
Gotcha.
It's like, I guess that's the one I practice with the most, so it's like what I'm used to.
Gotcha.
Other stuff is like artsy.
Yeah, I mean, and like literally, this is the amp that I've played the most, so, despite like it, whatever shortcomings or whatever, because I mean, it gets pretty fucking loud, I played like pretty big shows with it, so, you just mic it out, but.
You said you play big shows?
Yeah, with this amp,
Like what?
Like, I think I did, the one in Harrisburg. I'm pretty sure I did it with this amp. Just, pick the tone and then it's whatever. Also, no, I had my, my Vox, like tone control, whatever the fuck it's called.
Tone control.
Tone control. That's the name of mine. Yeah, I'm gonna make one called tone control. But nah.
Why not?
I mean, hey, shit. Vox hit me up, man. But yeah, like, I had that too. So basically I probably had like a clean tone coming from the amp, and then they mic'd the amp, and I had like I said, the effects pedal. Yeah. And so I was definitely using that. Cause I remember like, changing between the different tones and stuff. Yeah.
Trying to find like the right one.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, I just had like a couple that I was going to use. So I had like a clean tone. I had like a reverb, like washed out tone, or it was like a crunchy clean and reverb washed out, kind of like a chorus drawn, and then a solo.
So was it like multiple buttons like on the board?
Yeah.
That you could.
Well, it's just like an up and back, so it's going through like like 100 or so presets or whatever, and you just basically remember the number and then click through that shit, Shit.
All right. So one thing I noticed about it though, it's not here, but I know about it. It's it's like a tube pedal.
Yeah. So it's
never
like
seen that beforehand.
It's modded kind of. So for the person I got it from, he actually like put a I think it's like a 616 or 6L6 or whatever tube in it, or like some kind of like whatever tube in it, just because. And then he was like, hey, like, do you want this? And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything is like, it comes out a little more crunchy, a little more hot, so even the clean tones are a little, if you hit it hard enough, it's like going to come out a little distorted.
What about
thirsty.
Like, how would you use it with like a tube amp versus? I forgot the name.
Well, that's
wild, but it's okay.
No, that's the best because it's tube to tube, and it's hitting the amp and then coming out straight analog. Well, I guess it would all be analog, but just tube to tube versus like just your cold guitar versus hitting like a tube preamp.
How does it compare?
It just comes out a little bit warmer, a little bit more full and like body, what I'm saying? Like not being so like two dimensional. Because sometimes, especially if it's not if it is a tube amp, obviously it's going to come out better sounding. But even if it was like a solid state amp, a tube preamp, a tube preamp, hitting that is going to sound a lot better,
Makes sense.
Yeah. And like I said, just warmer, more full, and then just the amount of, just from that pedal, obviously, like just the amount of different like tones you can get to, it's like really kind of crazy, But so I could have had more than 5, I just, for that show, I definitely didn't need more than
like a whole bunch.
Yeah, no. And even having like the 3 cleans was kind of like overkill, But
I find that to be like a common thing with me as well. Like I don't like using like a whole bunch of different stuff like during shows.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like when I have like a bunch of stuff, I'm like by myself or like I'm in a practice or just like messing around with friends or jamming out.
Right.
But like in like a performance, I feel like I always have like a set, just like 4, maybe 5 on the high end.
Facts.
But
yeah, same. Yeah, because it's like, no one wants to do all that, Like, all I want to do is just go, rock out, leave. I don't want to have to think about, like, changing my tones. And then, like, if you hit the wrong one or if you don't change it fast enough, if it's like, a real fast transition. Although you can, like, kind of, I think it's kind of something we can talk about, like, shows and stuff. I guess when I had to learn that when I'm at shows, like I have to learn how to anticipate a lot of things. So anticipate like what the singer's going to do, anticipate what people in the band are going to do, but then anticipate like also changing my tones. Like I can't wait exactly for the beat to change. I kind of have to drop out early, or I have to like if I really can just feel it, I can do it, but just most of the time, you just drop out early or whatever, or, kind of let a chord ring out or whatever or something, and then boom, you have a little bit of time to hit that, hit those couple buttons or whatever.
So you kind of like find like a pocket to prepare
exactly
for the tone that you're about to use, as opposed to just doing everything on the spot.
Right. Like right on the actual beat, where it's supposed to change. Because I guess thinking about it, like, with computers, you can do it exactly when the beat's going to change, so it doesn't have any kind of like, time where it's like not, exactly it, right? So, thinking about it that way, it's like, okay, yeah, we should be able to do it, but obviously that's not how stuff is in real life, so you kind of have to just kind of build it into the song and build it into whatever you're playing, and then kind of trust, whatever is backing you up, Or if you're just playing solo with, a singer, like I said, just let something ring out and then boom, you hit yeah. There you go, But besides that, I don't know, like, I guess just learning to like not, I had to learn how to not like be a statue. You know what I'm saying? Like really, even if the crowd is like, not responding, like the crowd is not responding because you're not making them respond for real. You can't really blame people for not like responding to you. Yeah, like the fuck. It's if they like you, then they're going to tell you that they like you. If not, let's like with anything, so
like you'll see it. They'll let you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you have to learn how to like just do stuff to, like if you capture like one person, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, then that one person might be like, a couple other people that are also, looking at the same thing.
Energy can be infectious.
Yeah. So I think that way, like, you really can start to like get the crowd's attention and stuff, and definitely playing with different people. Like you see like different singers have different energy levels and ways of talking to the crowds and stuff. And like, it really doesn't matter, like, who's kind of leading it, but then also, you're there too. You have to kind of be, a factor, you can't just be like, all right, I'm taking up this space on the stage and don't worry about me over here. You know what I'm saying? Just worry about the rest of the show. Like, yeah, you can't do that.
Because it's like you're a part of like a bigger picture, so to say. And like if your piece is kind of like, lacking or just indifferent from, the rest, it kind of stands out because it's like it's different from the rest of the from the picture.
So you trying so hard to like not be there, literally you end up like literally standing out, like you said.
But not even in the way that you like would want though.
Right.
Now it's like like you're just known as like the statue.
Exactly. Yeah.
You trying to?
I was thinking about the joint you showed me earlier.
Oh yeah, there are pictures. So what is that, like an A major? Was that a E major?
A major,
And then what do we got? D. Run it twice each one. So I just started practicing those or learning those. Like trying to get that down. It's been like my way of like practicing them.
That's so.
Like going through like a chord progression and just kind of like taking it 1, 2, 3, maybe double it back a couple of times so that you get used to it, and then
Right.
moving forward. It fits.
That was insane.
It's okay. It's alright. That's like a learning thing. Recently I've been using metronomes a lot more than what I should have in the past.
Yeah. Damn. Let's talk about it.
Oh,
Whew. I used a click for like maybe the first 3 years, and then I never again. Unless I was recording, which I do a lot.
that's kind of.
So I'm like, okay, maybe that's evening it out now, but I never really. And also, I played with a lot of drummers early, so I felt like I kind of knew
like a natural
Yeah.
metronome,
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I was.
but like a natural actual drum.
Yeah, pretty much every time I was in a band, I had a drummer, you know, and every drummer was really good, you know. So,
That's lucky.
yeah, honestly, you know.
Fixed on learning like one style of music, and then you go to a band or like a practice session or a jam, and it's like a different type of music that you've spent your entire
Like, oh, fuck.
like
Oh, I don't play this
musician career, and then like you go in there and it's like you're doing everything that you
Yeah.
do, and it's always been
And you're
amazing.
the ska kid in the fucking jazz band, you know? Yeah.
So I feel like that's like a big factor in like a lot of things, which is why like I don't think there should be like any bad feelings on those types of things. It should just be like, okay, this just didn't work out for this specific thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let's keep it pushing. Eventually we'll find something that does work.
Facts. Give me like a good band story.
A band story.
Yeah.
I can tell you about. I joined a band when I was in college.
Okay.
That was an experience, but it wasn't a college band.
Okay.
Right? I was just in college and then I joined a band.
Okay.
The odd.
Everyone else was out of college or not in college.
Yeah. That's kind of like where the.
Okay. I got you.
The difference kind of comes in. It was like they were a lot older.
Okay.
Um.
Like 60s older?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was interesting. Like it was like my first time experiencing. Well, I had moved to Virginia, and I didn't really know anybody out there, but there was like people who enjoyed music. Somehow they attract each other. Some guy came up. He was like, "Hey, I heard you play guitar." He was like, "We're having auditions."
In this random town in Virginia. That's insane.
I know.
I don't know if I would have went to the audition.
I know, but
But
it was,
hey, it was destined. You know.
it was interesting.
Okay.
He was a little older, but he wasn't in his 60s. He was maybe
Okay.
like in his 40s.
Gotcha.
But anyway, that's past the point. I get there and it's like everybody else is like bass player, probably 60s plus. Other guitar player, probably 60s plus. Keyboard player, like everybody's like this is their friend group. So I'm like the young, just the oddball out is just like this young guy not against, but like with like a group of older people.
Yeah.
But the experience was like really cool because it was like I got a chance to like learn like an older side of music. Because they had a lot of experience. Like it wasn't just like they were older. It was like, all right, they were like legit musicians like in their area. And that was cool to like hear about their stories and like the people that they met around and like the music that they've been a part of. It's like it flipped from being like, what am I getting into?
Right.
And then it turned into like, oh, this is actually kind of like a really dope learning experience because
That's tough.
I'm learning stuff on guitar that I probably like naturally, like in my head, probably never would have taken the time to like go after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't always play like the same kind of music when you're with other people. Like when you're by yourself, you're in your head, you choose your music or whatever,
right,
and you kind of stick to that. But when you join something or you're a part of something that's a little different, it kind of brings you out of your comfort zone, but it brings you into a different kind of creative zone once you like give it a chance and get used to it.
What's one thing? I don't know, just like play like one thing that, you know, you learned from that time with them.
Oh, on the spot.
Sorry, I'm mad on the spot. But you got me on the spot last week with Europa, so or whenever.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to figure that out, but it's okay. I haven't played that in a while. It's like easy like Sunday morning.
Oh, okay.
Sunday morning.
Oh, wait, stop. I was about to. So I've been using this split coil the whole time. So we're just gonna leave it in. Oh, well, shit, fuck.
I think that's what I'm into. I'm in the spankies. Well, like in the middle.
Let's go double. Hold up. Let's see what this sounds like.
Oh,
I like that one. Yeah, where the bridge is up. Yeah.
You're a humbucker guy.
Look, man, come on, man.
It happens.
That happens, yeah. All right. Sabotage you. I'm not gonna, be on some bullshit. I'm gonna, work as hard as I can, pick
every episode.
That's insane. I'm gonna get a pick cam.
Yep.
And then get crazy.
Put it in slow mo.
Work as hard as I can. Every episode. That's
You can.
It's resting.
All right, cool.
It's awake now. Stay hydrated. It's hot as balls outside.
Sure.
It's too much. Sun beaming.
It's cool in here though.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's just the sun probably like coming from that window, which we have natural light. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is a great time. Like there's lights, but there's light.
Yeah, like I see a cloud right now.
Yeah,
like I'm playing guitar, and I see a cloud. Now it sounds like super. What does that mean, Julian? But playing guitar sometimes is so cathartic. Like just really, you have to really focus in on what you're doing over here. And the better you connect with this, the better the shit sounds. So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to speak. I was just finding some chords.
No, my fault. I mean, it's just like when guitar starts. It's
That was fun. It was a good time. Cool. How you feel about bar chords?
Bar chords are the devil.
Wow.
I don't like them, but I use them. I do what I gotta do. Well, actually, one of my favorite songs to play is all bar chords.
Really?
25 or 64. There we go. I was wondering why I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, the volume turned down.
I missed my fucking time. That's annoying.
How early on in your like? Oh shit! I interrupted.
No, it's cool.
No,
What's up?
one of us. I was gonna say, damn, I forgot it now. That's okay.
All right, well.
Basically, like, what was that like learning that song, like, for the first time? How long ago?
Oh man, dude.
And how far into it,
it's
like,
a
your
pain.
guitar playing was it that you finally got it?
That's a pain. It's all pain, man. All right, so I learned it in 8th grade. I remember. Supposed to be the 8th grade. Like the song we played in jazz band, right? So it was like, all horns and a bunch of shit. It was really, it would have been dope, right? And so I learned the song. I remember going to Caesar and like being like, yo, after solo, bro. Like, come on, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, give me something to,
I need something to do.
Yeah. And I remember it was like all the 8th graders got a chance to solo, so, and it was like 6 guitar players, and we were all 8th graders.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was really excessive. So we were all going to solo, and we were all going to play the same thing.
Wow.
All play the same chords. Yep. Yeah. So
I mean, hey,
I don't know what she was thinking, bro. I really don't. But whatever.
Was it like an orchestra type thing? Is that
Yeah.
how my,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
that's-
it had a bunch of different like parts, but like 6 guitar players all playing the same chords.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna all get a chance to solo. Like, come on, bro. I would have been like, all right, 3 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Rock paper scissors, and let's get it. Yeah, because.
I'm trying to be inclusive.
Nah, look, man. Nah. But I
Sorry.
look, man. I appreciate the chance that I was about to get to do that solo. I worked all, dog. I tell you, I worked every day
You did that?
to try to get this solo right. Had that joint ready to go, and then I was fucking around, and I was just downtown too late, and I missed a guitar lesson. And yeah, bro, and I got in so much trouble, bro. I had so much trouble. This fucking girl got me in trouble. I got myself in trouble, but this girl got me in trouble. But yeah, so I got pulled out of the jazz band, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I couldn't solo or nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. So, love the song. Actually, I'm gonna perform it at some point, somewhere.
Have
But
to.
I was like, damn, like, I was like, come on, you don't know, like, she knew she was doing, but look, man, yeah, it was a herpes for sure.
I bet. Like, you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, was there like any other time you could have like done like a practice or anything? Like, it was only like that one time.
Yeah. We never like actually got to a point where we were on stage practicing and whatever, but yeah,
It's okay.
it's cool.
It
It's
happens.
all,
That's part of the journey.
yeah,
Like,
we're
you live and
unpacking
you learn.
guitar trauma.
Yeah.
It's like you can't get too in your head. You really can't sit there and be like, yo, I fucked up here. I mess up here. I should have done this. Oh, I could have done this. Like, of course you could have. Like, stuff can always go a different way, but it went the way that it went, and then all right, the next show you're gonna do it however you want to do it, whatever. And so I used to really be like in my head about that shit, but not anymore. I'm just like, fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. It's gonna probably be good. So it's like, I'm not gonna stress.
Because then you put the work in, like,
Yeah.
by that point. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
you have that moment, you're like, all right, that's just not going.
Yeah, like, I
That
mean,
again.
but obviously there's like things that happen that like you can't anticipate. Like,
Right.
if like there's a backing track and like shit's just fucked up, like you can't really anticipate that.
Like, control the shit you can control.
Exactly,
Whatever's out of
you
your
know?
control, then kind of leave it to whatever else it may be.
Right.
Control what you can.
Exactly. You know, because you can't change that, at all. So, if everything is like on fire around you, kind of like that SpongeBob meme where dude is just in the middle of it all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to like kind of, stand your ground, buddy,
That's wild.
Yeah. But honestly, like, I've been there. Probably we've all been there at some point.
At some point. Yeah, for sure. Flashbacks.